Hi Jason, let's try to have a review. Uh, this time we can study about the local fighting. Okay, now until here is very nice and perfect. Okay, always when I am fighting with your one group, for example, I approach here. Basically, you have to answer from this area. I think it was okay. And then when I approach again, and you are moving from your weak group, so basically here is really perfect. And when I approach here, this is the first topic that we have to study. Basically, this is no problem. Now is the 9 handicaps game. That's why even if you choose, no matter you choose, I think the situation will be good for you. But if I just tell you about the logic, when I get in, you have two choices. One is the supporting from this group, something like here, like actual game, or one space jump. Another method is like this. You can start from this one stone. You can just judge which one is weaker. Actually, I'm thinking that this one stone is weaker than this one, because basically this one stone has a base at the corner. So if you just jump, and when I gap, actually you can still move outside. Then white is much urgent than actual game. So I don't mean this is mistake, and even this is okay. Okay, I think you just handle stable way for this game, but we shouldn't care about the result. Just you can learn how to move. You need to learn the logic how you have to move. This time is also same. Basically, what you have to think is moving from this one stone, because now I'm punching this one stone. So if you just separate of my two stones, then this control should be better for you. Then if I just try to jump, then you can just push. Then my stones are not easy to connect together. When I cut, then you can switch again. Yeah, this group is in danger again. And if I just use the net, then of course it's gonna be broken as well. Then when you cut, I cannot protect. I was planning to play something like jump, and then when you push, then of course I will keep use the trick. But main point is you shouldn't avoid when you have a good control fighting. So that's how we can improve. Even though you make the mistake in the after this, but still we have to try that. So after you play, because if I do that, then in the local area this is the best move. When you are jumping, I have to make the complicated situation. So I think the B is the best move in the local area, but I have to keep use the trick. And then okay, after I get in here, this is the second topic. Then now your moving has to be from this area. That's the basic movement, because it was your area, and I get in inside, then I invade. Then you have your first feeling should be this one. And if I just used, I have a two option like this, then you can keep trying to fight like that. Little bit complicated, but it's possible to play. Yeah, something like this. Another one, if you want to attack my two groups, then you can start from this one stone and Kusumi. Then somehow my groups are much weaker than your group. If I take care of my one stone, then you can capture this one stone easily. And if I jump away, even now you can defend here. Still my two stones cannot surround your group. So when I do that, you can just go out. Still you are in a good control. So that I can say normally when you get die up from Chiu Dai Fei, B is common. But with this base, you have many handicaps. So now I think C can be quite good move. So when your opponent is making fighting, you should judge which group is weaker. The playing angle has to be you are moving from your weak group. That's the main point. So now I can make the fighting. Yeah, but I don't mean this is still mistake. Just I'm telling you the logic, the much easier way. Okay, this is my trick. If I do that, then you can just connect. When I do here, then still your flow is much beautiful. So you can think like always I'm using the trick. If you are answering here, then I can use this, and I can try to do something else much more complicated. So I think basically actual game your decision was very nice. And here you have many options. Even you can connect and something like this. I think somehow this one stone connecting has a power, because if you don't play there, later when I cut, if you capture, then I can get some base here. If you stretch here, then here Meido is not so clean, so connecting can be one of the options. Okay, now is the main point. After you push, as I told you, even you push here, then your situation will be good for you. But now in this local fighting, best move should be saving one stone. Even though you push here and you just do it like actual game, it doesn't mean here will be much bigger. Actually, it's similar as it's not really big, but now you are losing this area, and white is much stable. But if you just save one stone, then basically I don't have a base. Then when I push and jump, then even you just connect together, then you are getting both sides. And so I can't say their value is smaller than here. And even white has to keep fly to the center. Yeah. That's why actual game decision was not the best one. Okay, still I'm using the trick. And I think this area you did well. Just when I push here, until now it's okay, it's really no problem. You have two choices, like actual game, you just accept. And these two stones are not really important now. But before you play here, I think you can think about the blocking here, because although I cut and you can just save it, I think somehow I have to go back to capture this one stone. Otherwise, and even you just put like this, white base will be much poor. Yeah, but in case if I have to capture here, it's much better than actual game. Even you can just jump, and it's much better. Even you don't play, yeah, everything is okay. So okay, here it was good. Yeah. Now about the movement, I push here, and then when you ban, okay, since I push here, your local answer is this one. This is right move and best to move in the local area when you are answering from this one stone. But especially in this situation, this black was going outside faster than me. I think just this is one of the head position, especially when I touch, then you can just ban and connect. Somehow this position is also great, and because when you do that, if I do this one and it doesn't work, then this one stone will get hurt. So you need to stretch, and when I do that, somehow this is right move if you play the stretch here. So just I mean before you stretch here was a little bit better. Now, of course, this one is more basic. This is more basic than that I said. B is a bit high quality move. This one is related with this group as well. So I can say A is the best move in the local area. And after this, yeah, if I die here, then you must not answer, you just need to ignore and try to go out. So became, the actual game result is I can connect together. So that is before, that the reason is before the mistake. And still, you know, I'm very busy. If I do that, you can just punch again. So I'm quite busy. That's why I have to have an overplay. And it was right move to bother my group. And this is my Xin-Sao. When you ignore, then I can do here. And when you do here, I can invade. This is the Gopso fighter point. So then I can capture. So basically you did here. You know, after this my blocking is Xin-Sao, then this exchange is giving me one more I shape. So normally you better to just better to answer here. Because when I'm saving like actual game, then you know this exchange is not here, then black one time black might bother something like that. So it's a bit not good for when you are attacking my group, not good for attacking. So originally here is not easy to kill, because still I'm catching the Sente, and when I attach, then you have to judge how you are going to catch the Xin-Sao. Like here, then this is my Xin-Sao, and when I do that, then now you have to search the weak group. I think here hasn't done, which means that if you start to fight first, then you will have a good condition. Then I start first, and even this one you can exchange, while this one's done. And if you just jump here, then here will be quite clean, and it will be all your territory. So now actual game you can see that since I play here, you blocked, and then I block here. Even now you are not supposed to save, because after connect, this is my benefit, then you cannot capture. Since I do here, and then if I go to big place, then the shape is too big. Even you ban here, yeah, something like that, is impossible to capture. That is why before you shouldn't save one stone. You have to realize that something was wrong before, but it doesn't mean it's a really big mistake. Just if you realize that and go remove to other place, and that still is also okay. So I can go to big place one more time. Okay, after that I'm trying something, but you know, it doesn't mean originally it's good fighting for me. You have many stones already there, so now you can think I'm actually cheating to you. And if I ban, then you can cut and capture. Then I don't have I shape right now. Now my group will be very tired to save. So I use the tiger's mouth, and then this is the actual game. Somehow, you know, white save those so comfortably. So now something was a mistake. This is a big mistake. You can realize that. You must bother my Gungoide. Even though I just can exchange this one, this is my plan. Of course I have to make confused. I need to make you confused. But even you do everything, even I do everything that I want, but still I can't do anything if I cut. You know, now my groups are really dangerous. So I can say this is a big mistake. And now is really fantastic cheating, you know. Now I saved it, really, I break around him, I don't know, even I get some point around him, more than 5 point, then, and I break more than, I don't know, 25 point. So I really get a lot from here. So now you can realize that from about this move. Yeah. So always, you know, since I put, tiger's mouth, then since A is good move in the local area, actually it's not. Yeah, it should be like that. Okay, so the actual game, yeah. When I save, I can say this fighting has done again. If you block here, then it will be quite stable. But if you... How do you play actual game using... yeah, you went to the big place. I think this is okay. Yeah, you found the big place. It was quite nice. And then still I'm using the cheating. Actually, this is quite good move now. Yeah, I think it's really okay. To this game, I really try to use the most cheating to you. And I attach here, and I try to making the Saugan, and I separate naturally. So this time your answer has to be here. If you answer here, although I play here, I cannot really get in inside. My 3 stones are in danger right now. So actually if you ban here, then still is okay. Of course I will keep use the trick even you play here, but just I have to tell you the best way how you could answer. So now I just leave it here because still I'm very my territory is not enough. Yeah, here I think you made something misreading. So when I jump, why I jump is, for example, originally I have to continue to fight here. However, I just need to fight, and then you can try to save your group like this. But just if I tidy up the shape, then I will lose to chase your I will lose to chase with you. So I need to get some chance. So which means I just want to make you more confused, and if we finish this fighting one time, if you are going here, you can get big territory here. So I just play the big place without urgent place. So which means when I do here, originally you shouldn't follow me. Yeah, you know, sometimes when I play here, or when your opponent plays some move, you will get to follow. But now this means before I didn't like this move. It's so big, nothing else. That's why I just play one of the big plays. Then which means now you have a chance to make the good fighting from the weak group. This one. Minimum you can just push, and when I go out, then you can just use such kind of attach Saugan like this. Then I will be quite, you know, to rush, and if I jump, then you can stretch here. You connect everything, and even though I save, it's very tired for me. And even if I save, then you will get much more territory than I play first. Of course you can bother more. White is quite not really stable. So now following is not really good idea, and I guess maybe you had something misreading here. So still there is nothing. So already I exchanged it between jump and your blocking. So I did everything that I want. That's why I have a reason to go to big place again and make the fighting. I keep holding my weak group and waiting for you to make the fighting, and yeah, and then I'm catching up the center again. Yeah, so now here this was okay, but you just need to keep push here and try to make the local fighting. If I do that, you can just connect together. If I do that, you know, we can still even block, then it's not difficult to save, because if I separate here, even this is Xin Zhao. If I don't do that, then you can save it here easily. So just if you use the former move, then of course in the future you can punch with the attachment, which means I just have to, yeah, with this move I just have to defense here. Then black is totally fine. So I'm just making little bit attractive, like this kind of a cutting point, but actually is not good for me if you use the right move. So cutting was the wrong move. Then this is became much weaker than just now. And still I'm behind, so I'm keep making the local over fighting. And basically this time your fighting direction was very nice. You will keep going to the big place. I mean weak place, weak group. You were taking well. And yeah, now I think okay, when I walked here, easy one is this is really nice. Your stone has to go to this way. You need to go this way. And when I answer, if you don't respond, then I will try to use the trick, something like that. So if you are thinking about stable way, I think you can just respond, or you can just do this one time. I think, yeah, this is good. Seems this is okay. When I connect, then somehow you cover this way. And then here, now you need to return this group, jump. And if I do such kind of movement, you have to punch this time. And then you can do the capturing race. You are much more than my liberty. So I think somehow, yeah, maybe this will be normal move, and I will keep used to some complicated fighting. I don't mean still this fighting is good for me, yeah, but if you use so I can say D is the normal still, and C is efficient, and even you can use such kind of move. But I don't mean this feeling is also bad, it's also quite okay. Yeah, it was great. And connecting, you have a chance this time. I'm keep making heavier, still you are in good control. Now when I do that, you need to suppose, you have to play here, you need to support this group together, then I cannot separate. Then still black was okay. And since you go here, then it was much more complicated. But still okay, yeah, I think you defense well. When I push, you go out, I have to defense first. Yeah, I think maybe here was something misreading. It was not really necessary. Somehow it made here a bit weaker. So now if you didn't have a reading trouble, then now where you have to come back is this one stone and make it safe. After that, in the next round, if I don't play anything, if I play here, this is a mistake, and even this will be Xin Hao. Maybe here is better. You can do Xin Hao, and then you can punch. Now it's timing to attack. So now it was after that, somehow here feeling was not really happy. Yeah, and then you answer. So I got chance to challenge it to capture this group. Yeah, you had many chance, but sometimes you are missing the main point area. That's the biggest mistake. Now what we have to fix most. When you find the main point area, then you can just use the basic. Now you don't have to chase the efficient. This game I show you even efficient method as well, but right now just using the basic is okay. That's good enough. Just you have to find the main group, your main group, not opponent main group. Then if you main group means the weak group, then if you start from your weak group always with the basic move, then you will have a good quality game. But today I think already your game quality was much better than before. Since I captured this group, I think I chased all. Of course, even now you might save. But anyway, it's much complicated. Maybe still you might have a chance, but just my main point is not about the saving or that. If you jump and then when I do that, you can have a Kusumi. But still complicated anyway. Still, I can say you will have a chance. Even I push and cut, then you can do here and then make the net. Now this position is black is okay, because even even I can capture 6 stones, then this will become very small, because if you can get back this group, so it's not really fair trading. And even when I want to kill this group, then you can do one time, and you can block here, you can make enough 2i here. So of course it's not easy to read that in the actual game, but anyway, you had a chance. But main point is it was 9 handicap, even you didn't have this kind of risk if you start from your weak group well. So I think it's the positive way. I mean, this game result and game quality was quite positive to me. You show me the really many good direction move, and sometimes the local area fighting method, and sometimes you miss the main group of your weak group. Yeah, I think already fixed a lot. And if you get a little bit more, I think I don't think it's easy to me with the 9 handicaps. Okay, if you have any other question, just you can ask me next Monday. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.